to economic integration, the crisis in Myanmar, the South China Sea disputes, and the external partnerships, where a significant focus was on addressing the impact of various tariff hikes. Now, from the regional supply chains to expanding digital connectivity, and from enhancing educational exchange to pioneering sustainable development, each walk to partnership forging at the summit becomes a cornerstone of tomorrow's breakthrough. And this is where diplomacy meets design, and this is where policy becomes progress, and we are the witnesses for today's event.
And now, in a moment filled with symbolism and significance, Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim enters the hall, walking alongside leaders from ASEAN, GCC and China. Their united entrance reflects the growing synergy between these powerful regions, a collective stride toward deeper cooperation, mutual respect, and a shared global vision. The atmosphere is one of the focus and anticipation as these leaders take their places, ready to engage in dialogue that could shape the direction of interregional partnerships for years to come.
And as the Prime Minister, Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, engages with the Chinese counterpart, we are witnessing a photography session between all regions, nations that understand the value of dialogue, togetherness, stability, commitment, communication, in an increasingly interconnected world where conversations are being had.
As the leaders gather for the official photo session, a powerful symbol of strategic alignment, let's acknowledge that this is more than a ceremonial summit. This is a forum that is quietly shaping the future landscape of global cooperation.
Allow me to count in 3, 2, 1. And now the ASEAN way, right hand over the left. Allow me to count once again. In 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Excellencies.
There is more than ceremonial. It symbolizes solidarity, mutual respect, and shared responsibility among ASEAN member states and their partners.
Now, the ASEAN Summit this year marks a defining moment in trade diplomacy. With global economic realignment underway, Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and his counterparts and all leaders are exploring for deeper trade integration, connections to across economy, manufacturing, and regional supply chains. And today, we are witnessing ASEAN.
With all heads of state and government are now here, including China, the summit officially begins. We now await the keynote remarks that will set the tone for this historic trilateral moment.
Alongside our regional leaders who are graced by the distinguished presence of the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, friends and partners from the Middle East, whose economic dynamism and diplomatic influence echo across continents.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon. Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Excellencies. On behalf of the government and people of Malaysia, and my comrades, ASEAN comrades, I am honored to welcome you to Kuala Lumpur for this historic ASEAN, GCC, and China Summit. For the first time, ASEAN, the GCC, and China come together in this unique configuration. Three partners, each rich in history, civilization, culture, and shared aspirations. Three regions booming, fantastic achievements. GCC now becoming center for financial strength, AI and digital, and of course, their core pillar, energy. China has transformed not only China, but also regional economy, and first in terms of effective methods in battling the issue of poverty, very effective, and then of course in terms of their economic performance and excellence, and their performance in digitalization and AI and new technology. And ASEAN, of course, as I said and repeatedly said in many meetings, the friendly trust and working collaboration between countries is unrivaled. We work together, we think together, and from Vientiane last year and before that from Jakarta to Vientiane, now Malaysia next year, Manila, we focus on the core issues, fundamental issues, and we discuss and achieve this understanding. Because of that, we have registered peace, one of the most peaceful regions in the world and fastest growing economy in the world. Now the theme of this summit, synergizing economic opportunities towards shared prosperity, resonates deeply with Malaysia's ASEAN chairmanship under the theme inclusivity and sustainability. Now the ties between these three regions, GCC, ASEAN, and China, are deep and enduring. From the ancient Silk Road to the vibrant maritime networks of Southeast Asia to modern trade corridors, our peoples have long connected through commerce, culture, and sharing ideas. We have Mecca and Medina, a center for millions of pilgrims. We have centers around Oman, which became the major trading route through the region, and of course, the other countries in the GCC. And historically here, centers such as Malacca exemplified this tradition, serving vital crossroads linking East and West. Today, ASEAN carries forward that legacy on a broader scale, emerging as a dynamic crossroads of global commerce, innovation, and opportunity. ASEAN's GDP reached $3.8 trillion, making it the world's fifth, some say fourth largest economy. That same year, 23, total trade with the GCC stood at $130.7 billion, which FDI inflows of $300.2 billion. China, meanwhile, remains ASEAN's largest trading partner with $700 billion in trade and $17.3 billion in FDI. This indicates the immense existing linkages as well as substantial untapped potential. ASEAN, GCC, and China collectively represent a combined GDP of $24.87 trillion and growing exponentially, with a population of approximately 2.15 billion and growing slowly. The collective scale offers vast opportunities to synergize our markets, deepen innovation, and promote cross-regional investment. I'm confident that ASEAN, GCC, and China can draw upon our unique attributes and shape a future that is more connected, more resilient, and more prosperous for generations to come. ASEAN has long demonstrated that regionalism, anchored in consensus, respect, and openness, can succeed. We have thrived in our long-standing partnership with the GCC and China. Today, we have the opportunity to enhance these ties. With this spirit of optimism and shared purpose, I look forward to a constructive and fruitful discussions today. Thank you. Now I invite His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Sabah, Crown Prince of the State of Kuwait, which is incidentally one of the first GCC countries to embark on massive investments into this region. And now President of the current session of the Supreme Council of the GCC to deliver his opening address. Thank you, Your Highness.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اخواني اصحاب السمو والمعالي، ممثلي قاده دول مجلس التعاون لدول الخليج العربيه، الاصدقاء اصحاب الفخامه قاده دول رابطه جنوب